Ah.
Hi kids.
Hi, kids.
This is Paul Weller from The Jam, and over here is Rick Buckler from The Jam. Hi kids.
The Purify Brothers. And slow dancing at 12 minutes to 12 o'clock. Okay, let's move into our punk spot on the programme this week, and after this week I'll be giving punk a little bit of a rest for a couple of weeks, but anyway, this week it's The Jam, as I mentioned, the competition. Who is the other member of the group apart from Rick Buckler and Paul Weller, and we're giving away a stack of albums and singles in connection with that competition. But anyway, the interview as well. I went along to see them on Friday. It wasn't yesterday, but a week ago Friday, and they were very good indeed at Middlesbrough Town Hall, by far the best punk rock group that I've seen in this area. And indeed, John Allard, who's coming along with Sports Preview at 12 today, he went along to the thing as well, and he really enjoyed himself, and he's not the sort of person who would normally be into that sort of music. Anyway, before they did that concert, they came into the studio here, and I asked Paul Weller first, who's the bloke on vocals and also on lead guitar, or with him was Rick Buckler, who's on drums, but I asked Weller first, where exactly do Jam, with perhaps their a little bit different image, fit into the punk scene?
We don't. The press have fitted us into it, you know. We never asked to be anybody's scene. We're just The Jam, and that's it.
So you don't reckon that you're part of the new wave?
Well, I mean, depends what you're talking about. I mean, punk holds no meaning to us, you know. Like, it's a stupid word, it's a negative word. I mean, the punk and new wave is two separate things, if I was honest with you. I mean, there's always been new wave of bands coming up, you know. But I mean, if you're asking if we're a punk band or not, you know, then we're definitely not. I think there's new wave in every type of music, really. I mean, like, every so often there's like new bands come about, you know, whether it's jazz, rock, or soul, whatever.
How much of what you're doing is in a way a Mickey take? I mean, you've got the mod early 60s image, and you play sort of tracks like the Batman theme on your album. How much sort of Mickey take is there, and how serious is it?
There's no Mickey tape, really. I mean, that Batman on the album, we did that on the album because it's a good live number. People like it live. So we thought we'd put it on the LP.
And what about the sort of mod image?
It's not a very essential part of The Jam. I mean, that's just a personal thing.
Well, leading on from that, which is more important, the music or the image?
I think they're both important.
Now, I've been sort of reading recently that the opposite to the Sex Pistols, you support the Queen as such. Is that a gimmick, or is that a real feeling?
No, we don't support the Queen. We're just saying there's no reason for us to knock her, you know. I mean, we don't get up every morning and sing the national anthem and fire cannons, you know, and wave flags. But we won't knock her because she's okay.
And I gather you've recently done a Jubilee charity gig, in fact.
Yeah, we was going to do 3. One was cancelled. We've done the other 2.
Which other sort of punk bands have influenced you?
None, I shouldn't think.
What about Sex Pistols? I mean, most groups say that they started when they heard the Sex Pistols.
No. We've been going a long time.
Yeah, we've been going longer than the Sex Pistols. About 2 years
About
we
2
are at the
years.
moment. Yeah.
Do you reckon that the music that you are playing is something new?
Yeah, obviously.
The style of music is new?
Yeah. I mean, the influences are there, you know.
Yeah.
But to us it's no.
And you don't see any sort of parallels with 60s groups like The Who or, you know, the groups that you're always compared to?
Yeah, the influence, like I said, the influences, you know, we've drawn our influences from the 60s. The only things that we're fusing it with the 70s, you know.
Does it not worry you that you are, although you're at the sort of front of this new wave, that you are in a sense copying ideas from a decade ago? Does it not worry you at all?
No, we're not copying ideas, we're using ideas. I mean, it's part of our heritage, you know, just as the 60s groups use the 50s.
You've been banned from playing in quite a few towns, in particular Leeds and Lincoln. What are your sort of feelings on this situation?
Just the natural resentment against the council, whoever bans them. I mean, it's just very narrow-mindedness.
And why do you think this is?
I don't know. I mean, it's all down to the sensational Sunday papers, shock outrage stuff, you know.
Because we played Leeds before, the very place that we got stopped from playing. And there was no trouble or anything, was there?
No.
You know, so there's no reason behind it as far as we can see.
The new single, All Around the World, is it's a track taken not from the album. Any particular reason there?
No, we just wanted fresh material, you know. We don't want to take any more stuff off the album.
Larry Ottaway.
And if that was your sort of music, don't forget the competition. Who's the third member of the group, apart from Rick Buckler and Paul Weller? The address, PO Box 194, BBC Cleveland. Here's Johnny Taylor.
Is rated X.